Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. And today basically we will discuss chapter number 8 part 2, that is maintenance of cash, subsidiary books and ledger part 2. So let's start our discussion. So in this session basically we have to discuss regarding the different types of accounts. Clear? Basically we have to discuss regarding the different types of account, and basically from that you will definitely straightforward question in the examination. Clear? Basically from that basically you will get directly straightforward question basically in the examination. So basically accounts are broadly classified basically into the two classes or into the two types. So first one is the personal accounts and second one is the impersonal accounts. Clear? First one is the personal account, second one is the impersonal accounts. Clear? Or basically you will find that the accounts basically here two types classification. Generally basically at some places basically you will find the three types. Clear? At the three types basically what they want, first is personal account, and here basically we are know that basically impersonal accounts basically it is further divided into two parts. First one is the real accounts and second one is the nominal accounts. Clear? So at some places where they are mentioning basically accounts are to be classified into three types. So basically at that places basically what are the accounts? First one is the personal account, second one is the real account, third one here that is the nominal account. Clear? Third one here that is the nominal account. Clear? So these are the three types of the account: personal account, real account and the nominal account. Clear? Personal account, real account and the nominal account. Clear? So now let's discuss one by one regarding all these types of account. Clear? Basically what is this type of account? Clear? So first of all basically we have to discuss regarding the personal account. So personal account basically it is classified further into three parts: natural personal accounts, artificial personal accounts and representative personal accounts. Clear? Personal accounts basically they are classified into three parts: natural personal accounts, artificial personal accounts and representative personal accounts. Clear? Second one here is the real accounts. Clear? Real accounts basically it is classified further into two parts. First one is the tangible account, second one is the intangible accounts. Clear? First one is the tangible account and second one is the intangible account. Third one here that is the nominal account. Clear? Nominal account is basically further divided into two parts. First one is the expenses, the second one is the income. Clear? First one is the expenses, that is basically expenses. Just you have to remember that expenses. And second one here that is the income. Clear? So these are the different types of the account. First one is the personal, real and nominal. Clear? Personal, real and nominal. Clear? Personal, that is natural personal accounts, artificial personal accounts and the representative personal accounts. Real, that is basically tangible accounts and the intangible accounts. Nominal, that is the expenses and the income. Clear? Nominal basically that is the expenses and the income. Clear? So now let's start regarding one by one. Clear? First of all basically we have to discuss regarding the personal accounts. So types of account basically we have already discussed. So basically we will move towards the personal account. Clear? So I have already tell you personal account basically we have to classify it into three categories. First one is the natural person. Second one here is the artificial person. Third one here is the representative personal account. Clear? Third one here that is the representative personal account. Clear? So personal account basically classified into three parts: natural person, artificial person or representative personal account. Clear? So natural person. Clear? So what is the meaning of the natural person? Like we can say that the Rahul account, Saurabh account. So the account linked basically with respect to any specific person, like we can say that Neha account, Raman account. Clear? So these are known as the natural personal account. Clear? Basically these are known as the natural personal account. Clear? So next one is artificial personal account. Artificial personal account, like we can say that basically any company, any shop. Okay, like we can say that like Tata Limited. So this one, it is an artificial personal account, or we can say that Reliance Limited. This one is also artificial account like BSNL account. Clear? So basically all these are, we can say that the artificial accounts. Clear? That accounts basically related to a specific company like BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. Clear? So we can say that basically any company, or we can say that any organization, clear, that are basically related to the artificial account, clear, that are basically comes under the artificial account. Clear? Representative account, basically you have to wait sometime, basically I will discuss in the upcoming slides. Clear? What is a representative account? So please tell fast. Now it is clear to all of you basically what is personal account. Clear? Personal account, basically we have already discussed, that is natural personal account, artificial personal account, and third one is the representative personal account. Clear? Representative personal account. Clear? So natural personal account we have discussed there. Artificial basically we have discussed, that is either to any company or to any shop. Clear? These one is the representative personal account. Clear? This one is the representative personal account. Clear? Representative, that is basically specific, it represents. Clear? Specifically that represents to any specific organization. Okay. I will tell you basically how it is means that. So now let's discuss regarding that personal account. Clear? So these accounts basically show the transaction basically either with the customers, suppliers, money lenders, banks, and the owner. So personal accounts basically can take the following forms. Clear? Personal account basically divided into several different forms. First one is the natural personal account. Clear? First one is the natural personal account. Clear? So the term natural personal, clear, what is the meaning of that? Clear? So the term natural personal basically means persons who are the creation of the God. Clear? Basically natural personal basically that is the persons basically who are the creation of the God. For example, proprietor's account, supplier's account, receiver's account, like we can say Mohan's account or Rajesh accounts. Clear? All are to be the natural personal accounts. Clear? All these accounts to be the natural person account. Next one is the artificial account, artificial personal account. That is basically these accounts basically includes the account of the corporate bodies or institutions that are recognized as persons basically in the business dealings. Clear? Basically that are to be recognized as basically as persons in the business dealing. Like basically you want to pay to any organization, clear, or to any company. Okay. So these accounts basically include the accounts of the corporate bodies or institutions that are recognized as persons basically in the business dealings. For example, any limited company's account, bank account, insurance company account, any firm account, any club account, etc. Clear? All these are to be included under the artificial personal account. Clear? Basically all these things are to be included basically under the artificial personal account. Third one, that is the representative personal account, basically, which we have not discussed enough. Clear? Representative personal account. Clear? Why we are discussing these things? Because sometimes basically in the examination, basically they will directly ask straightforward questions basically on these points, or they will ask questions basically regarding the terminology. Clear? Basically, I will tell you in the end of the session. Clear? Basically, what type of question they will ask. Clear? I will guide you regarding that. Clear? Basically how we have to understand that. Clear? So now we first of all basically we will discuss representative personal account. Clear? So basically these are the accounts that represent a certain person or group of persons. Clear? So representative personal account basically that represent what they represent, basically a certain person or a group of persons. So in books the names of the parties basically will appear since these accounts are many in number and of the same nature. Clear? Basically since these accounts are basically many in number and of the same nature, so the amounts standing against these accounts basically are added and put under one common title. Clear? So basically as these accounts are basically same in the nature. Clear? So the amounts standing basically against these accounts basically are added and put in one common title. Clear? Now let's discuss what they are trying to say here. For example, if the business is not able to pay rent, clear, basically if the business basically is not able to pay rent, clear, like basically they are doing the business, clear, and they are basically taking 15 shops, clear. So then all the property owners, clear, then all the owners of the shops, clear, then all the property owners of these shops stand as creditors because they want their rent, clear, because they want their rent. So basically they will stand as the creditors, and the amount due to them, clear, basically, and the amount due to them basically is added and put under one common head, basically known as the rent outstanding head. Clear? And basically all the amount due. Clear? Basically it is put under one common head, basically known as the rent outstanding account. Clear? Basically known as the rent outstanding account. Clear? So this account, basically it is a personal account representing many property owners. Clear? So basically this representative personal account, basically this is a personal account. Clear? This account, basically it is a personal account. And what they represent? Basically they represent the many property owners. Clear? So this is meaning of the representative personal account. Clear? So what are the different types? So like salary outstandings, rent prepaid, interest outstandings, interest received in advance, etc. Basically are some of the other examples. Clear? Basically these are the some examples of the representative personal account. Clear? So these are some of the examples basically that represents the personal account. Clear? That represents the personal account. Hope this point is clear to all of you. Basically, what is a representative personal account? Clear? Representative personal account. Clear? Now, basically, we have to discuss one rule regarding that. Clear? Now, there are some rules basically regarding these accounts. So, first of all, basically, we have to discuss the rule regarding this personal account. Clear? Basically, regarding this personal account. Clear? So, what is the rule regarding this personal account? That is, I will discuss here. Regarding the personal account, there is one golden rule. Clear? Basically, there are golden rules, basically, which we have to apply everywhere. Clear? Basically, there are golden rules, basically, for this thing, which we have to apply everywhere. Clear? So, basically, under the personal account, what is the golden rule? Basically, debit. Whom we have to debit? Basically, debit the receiver. Sorry. Debit the receiver. Credit the giver. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Like we can say that Rahul purchase machine from Roman limit. Clear? So here, two accounts are, we can say that basically one is the Rahul. They are purchasing the machine. Clear? Basically from whom? Basically from the Roman limited. Clear? So Rahul basically we will consider here is the natural personal account. And Roman we can say that basically it is the artificial personal account. Clear? Because it is the account of the firm. Clear? It is the account of the firm. So here what will happen? Basically machine is to be gone out. Clear? Basically machine, it is basically gone from the hands of the Roman limited and basically to the Rahul. Clear? Basically to the Rahul. Clear? So what will happen here? Basically debit the receiver. Clear? Basically debit the receiver. That is basically we have to debit the Rahul account and we have to credit the Roman limited account. Clear? Basically we have to credit the Roman limited account. Clear? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Clear? Basically here giver, that is machine, is to be provided by the Roman limited. So basically Roman limited, basically here it is to be the giver. And receiver, basically who is receiving the machine? That is Rahul is receiving the machine. Clear? That Rahul is receiving the machine. So Rahul is the receiver here. And giver, basically who is the giver here? That is the Roman limited, basically it is the giver here. Clear? Roman limited, basically it is the giver here. And Rahul is the receiver here. Clear? And Rahul is the Rahul is the receiver here. Clear? So please tell fast if you have any query, any doubt regarding this specific personal accounts. Please tell fast if you have any doubt, any query. Hope it is clear to all of you basically regarding the personal account. Clear? Regarding the personal account. Clear? And what is the golden rule? That is basically debit the receiver. Clear? Basically who is getting, that is basically we have to debit and credit the giver. Clear? And credit the giver. Clear? Just please remember this thing. It helps you to basically answer all the questions. Clear? Now basically we will move toward the next one, is that is the impersonal accounts. Clear? Impersonal account, basically we have already discussed that it is basically divided into two parts. First one is the real account. Second one here, that is the nominal account. Clear? One is the real account, second one is the nominal account. Clear? So it is basically divided into two parts. First one is the real account and second one is the nominal account. Clear? Second one is the nominal account. Clear? So now let's here discuss basically what is the meaning of the real account and what is the meaning of the nominal account. Clear? So now let's discuss one by one regarding all these points. Basically what is the real account and what is the nominal account. Clear? So real account, basically it is further divided into two parts. First one is the tangible. That is tangible basically means that basically which are touchable. basically we will touch. Second one is the intangible. Clear? So real account basically it is further divided into two parts. First one is the tangible and second one is the intangible. Clear? So what is the meaning of the tangible? That is basically whom we have to touch, that like land, building. Clear? Like land, building, furniture, machine. Okay, so all are included under the tangible. Clear? So please remember one more thing. Clear? Tangible, that is first of all touchable, and second one basically it means that basically these are the assets. Clear? Basically these are the assets basically having life long term. Clear? Having life long term, that is basically we can say that more than 1 year. Clear? Having life long term, that is basically more than 1 year. Clear? 1 hour, not sorry, 1 year. Clear? Please remember these things because these are beneficial for you. Clear? Basically these are beneficial at the time of answering the question. Clear? So intangible, that is basically we can say that goodwill, patent, copyright. So all are to be comes under the intangible. Clear? So these are the real account. Clear? Basically these are the real account. Now last one here, that is the nominal account. Clear? Now last one here, that is the nominal account. Under the nominal account, basically we have two things. First one is the expenses. Second one here, that is the income. Clear? So under the nominal account, basically we have two things. First one is the expenses and second one is the income. Clear? Second one is the income. Clear? So what we have to include under the expenses? Clear? So what we have to include under the expenses? They're like expenses, basically we can say that like rent. Rent account. Clear? So this is one of the expense. Like salary account. This is also one of the expense. Travel expenses. Purchase. Purchase is also one of the expense. So if purchase is one of the expense, then what is sale? It is one of the income. Clear? Sale is one of the income. If you are giving the salary, clear? So basically you are earning from that is basically commission. It is one of the earning. Interest income. Clear? So basically these are the income, these are the expenses. Clear? So basically this is the overview of the impersonal account. Impersonal account basically it is divided into two parts. First one is the real account, that is tangible and intangible. Second one is the nominal account, that is basically expenses and income. Clear? That is basically expenses and income. Clear? So in the tangible account, basically we have included that the land, building, furniture, machine, and the intangible basically we have included that the goodwill, patent, and right. Clear? Similarly, in the nominal account, basically we have included the expenses, that is rent account, salary account, travel expenses, purchase, and in the income account, basically we have commission, interest income, and sales. Okay, so now let's move towards a little bit theory discussion of that. So impersonal accounts, clear? So real account. So real account basically may be classified into the following types. First one is the tangible real account. Second one is the intangible real account. Clear? So tangible real accounts, clear? Basically these are accounts of such things basically that are tangible. Tangible, that is basically which can be seen, touched, or felt physically. Clear? Which can be seen, touched, or felt physically. Examples: land, building, furniture, cash, etc. Clear? Please note that a bank account basically it is the account of some banking company. That is the artificial person. Clear? Just for the specific, just you have to remember that land, building, furniture, cash, etc. Clear? These are accounts basically under the tangible real account. Clear? Under the tangible real account. And bank account basically it is, we can say that basically it is the account of an organization. Clear? Bank account basically it is the account of an organization. So basically they will classify it basically under the artificial personal account. Clear? So basically they will classify it basically under the artificial personal account. Now move to the next one, intangible real account. Clear? So these accounts basically represent such things that cannot be touched. Clear? Basically these accounts basically represent some things basically that cannot be touched. Clear? Of course, basically these can be measured basically in the terms of money. Clear? Basically these can be measured basically in the terms of the money, like goodwill, trademark, patent rights. Clear? Patent, like basically you have doing any search work. Clear? So basically it becomes a patent on you. Clear? Basically it becomes the patent on you. Clear? So Please remember all these things, clear, regarding the tangible real accounts and the intangible real accounts, clear, basically, and the intangible real accounts. So now next one basically which we have to discuss here, that is the nominal accounts, clear, basically that the nominal accounts, clear. So nominal accounts basically are opened in the books basically to explain the nature of the transaction, clear, basically whether it is the expense nature or basically it is the income. For example, in a business, salary is paid to the employees, clear, basically in a business, salary is paid to the employees. Or we can say that basically rent is paid to the property owner, clear, or rent is paid to the property owner, or salary paid to the employees, rent is paid to the property owner, wages are paid to the workers, or commission is paid to the salesperson. Then in fact basically cash goes out of the business, clear. So in these cases basically that is cash is goes out of the business, and then that is real, clear, that is the real, because we can touch the cash, clear. But the salary, wages, rent and commission, etc., clear, as such basically we cannot touch these things, clear, as such basically we cannot touch these things. So basically these things basically will come under the nominal account, clear, or we can say that basically these things are come under the expenses, clear, basically expenses or income, clear, expenses or income, clear. So these accounts are basically open to explain how the cash has been spent. So nominal accounts basically includes the account of all expenses, losses, income and gains, clear. All expenses, losses, income and gains, clear. Expenses we can losses, income that is gains. Like personal account, real account, clear. So basically these are some of the different examples, clear. Like nominal accounts, clear, like interest. Interest basically it is the earning, or basically it plays both role, clear. We have to pay the interest to the customer also, or basically we are getting interest on the loan also, clear. It depends upon the statement. Like salary, salary is to be provided, clear. Like we can say that basically it is the expense. This one rent, it is also we can say that the expense, clear. Rest basically it depends upon the statement, clear, how it is to be shown at that, clear, basically how it is to be shown that, clear. So like we can say that the rent account, clear, so it is the expense account, clear. Interest account, clear, basically interest, it is basically we can say that it is the income account, clear, it is the income account. Okay, like commission received, basically it is also one of the income. Okay, discount, that is basically we can say that basically discount is given, that is expense, clear. Wages, that is wages basically to the workers, so basically it is also expense, clear. So in this way basically these are to be divided, clear. So in this way basically these are to be divided. Now here, like in the previous, under the personal account, clear, basically we have discussed the rule, clear, basically under the personal account basically we have discussed the golden rule, clear, basically we have discussed the golden rule. Similarly, now basically we have discussed the golden rule basically for the, now we have to discuss the golden rule basically for real account and for the nominal account, clear. Now we have to discuss the golden rule basically for the real account and the nominal account, clear, for the real account and the nominal account, clear. So now let's discuss basically what is the golden rule basically for the real account and the nominal account, clear. So under the real account, what is the golden rule basically? Debit. What we have to debit basically what comes in, debit basically what comes in, and in the basically we have debit the receiver, and basically credit basically what goes out, clear. Here basically credit basically what we have to do, what goes out, clear. Debit basically what comes in, credit basically what goes out, clear. So this is the real account. And last one basically nominal account, clear. Under that basically we have to debit the expenses and credit the income, clear. Under that basically we have to debit the expenses and credit the income, clear. In the nominal account basically what we have to do, debit the expenses and credit the income, clear, and credit the income, clear. This thing basically we have to done in the nominal account, clear. So these are some of the golden rules regarding the personal account, real account and the nominal account, clear. So under the real account basically what we have to do, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, clear. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And in the nominal account basically what we have to do, debit the expenses and credit the income, clear. Debit the expenses and credit the income, clear. These things basically we have to do here. So now let's discuss one question, clear. So now let's discuss one question on the same thing, so that we are able to understand the concept, clear. So that we are able to understand the concept, clear. So here in the nutshell, basically I will show that types of account: personal account, real account, and nominal account. Clear? So debit and credit. Clear? So in the personal account, basically we have to debit the receiver and credit the giver. Clear? And credit the giver. In the real account, basically what debit what comes in, and credit basically what goes out. Clear? And credit basically what goes out. Clear? Okay. Debit what comes in and credit basically what goes out. In the nominal account, basically debit the expenses or losses and credit the income or gain. Clear? And credit the income or gain. So please remember these things. Clear? Please remember these things while solving the question. Clear? These are 0.5 or 1 mark question. Clear? Straightforward. 0.5 or 1 mark question basically which you will get in the examination. Clear? So now let's discuss one question. Basically I will represent a question basically in front of you. Furniture purchase for cash rupees 5,000. Clear? Furniture purchase for cash rupees 5,000. Clear? So how we will represent this entry? Clear? How we will represent this entry? So how we will represent that is, first of all, basically in the ledger, basically first of all, basically we have to put the date here. Then we have to particular. Just try to understand these things. Basically, first of all, we have to put the date, then particular, then next, basically, first of all, basically we have to put the entry of the debit, and second one, basically we have to put the entry of the credit. Clear? So these steps basically we have to do. Clear? These steps basically we have to do. Clear? Like here, basically they're mentioning like date, we can say that basically 12th of August. Clear? On 12th of August 2020, furniture purchased basically for cash for rupees 5,000. Clear? Furniture was purchased basically for cash for rupees 5,000. Clear? So this thing was to be done on 12th of August. So how we can represent? Clear? So first of all, basically we have to find that which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Clear? Which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Clear? So basically what we have done, that is basically furniture will be purchased. We have to find the account. So basically, first of all, here basically two things basically comes into mind. First of all, furniture, and that is basically purchased for the cash. Purchased for the cash rupees 5,000. Clear? So basically, these two things basically we will mention a date 12th of August 2020. Now we have to find that basically which account is to be debited, which account is to be credited. Clear? So first of all, please tell that basically furniture is which account? Clear? Like basically we are purchasing the furniture. Clear? So furniture basically we can say that basically first of all basically we will touch that furniture. Clear? Touch that furniture, that is basically it is to be touchable, that is tangible. Clear? We can see or we can touch. So basically it is to be touchable. And generally basically we are purchasing furniture basically for the long time. Clear? For the long time. Clear? Basically we are purchasing the furniture basically for the long time. Clear? So it is basically comes under the real account. Clear? Basically it is comes under the real. Clear? So basically furniture is basically comes under the real account here. Clear? Furniture is basically comes under the real account. Clear? So let's move towards that. So basically, and basically when purchases the furniture, so cash is to be given. Clear? So cash is to be given. Clear? So cash is to be given. Clear? Because cash is also one of the real account. Clear? Basically cash is also one of the real account. Clear? So both have to be real account. Clear? So what is the role here? Clear? So what is the rule under that? Basically debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Clear? So what is to be comes here? Clear? So furniture is to be purchased. So furniture account. So furniture account here is to be debited, that is by how much amount? That is rupees 5,000. And we know that basically if any entry is to be represent of the credit, so basically we will represent it by the two word. Clear? To cash account. Clear? That is to cash account. That is to be credited rupees 5,000. Clear? That is to be credited rupees 5,000. Yeah. So in this way, basically this entry is to be represented. And in the examination, basically, just they will ask you this type of question like furniture purchase for rupees 5,000. Furniture here is which type of account? Clear. Basically, furniture here is which type of account? Clear. Or which account is to be debited? Clear. Which account is to be debited? Or which account here is to be credited? Clear. Or which account here is to be credited? Clear. Or in the accounts, basically, you will write here some narration that is being furniture. We have purchased the furniture, basically being furniture purchase for cash. Clear. Being furniture for furniture purchase basically for cash. Clear. This is the narration basically we will give here so that we can remember this thing in the upcoming time. Clear. In the future, basically we will represent basically what is the entity related to that. Clear. What is this specific entry basically related to that. So now please tell fast. Now you are able to understand basically how we are able to understand the different types of account and basically how we have to identify. Clear. Basically which type of account is this? Clear. Which type of account is this? Please tell fast if you have any doubt, any query regarding the same. Clear. Please tell fast basically if you have any doubt, any query regarding the same. Clear. Hope it is clear to all of you. First of all, basically we have to find that. Clear. Which type of account is that? Clear. Basically which type of account is that? Here like furniture and cash. Clear. Both have to be real account. Clear. Basically both have to be real account here. Clear. Basically both have to be real account here. Clear. So furniture account. Clear. Furniture basically we can know that basically it is a tangible asset. So tangible asset, that is basically real account. Clear. Real account we are purchasing. Clear. And cash is goes out. Clear. So basically that it is come. So debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Clear. This is the amount we have mentioned. Okay. So in this session, basically we have to discuss up to this much point, and one question basically I will provide you. You have to solve this question. Clear. In the next session, basically I will start from this question. Clear. That is machine purchased for rupees 8,000 on credit. Credit basically means that basically we have not paid till now. Clear. We have to pay in the upcoming time. Clear. Or in the future. Clear. Basically from Aruma Limited. Clear. Basically from Aruma Limited. Clear. Machine purchased for rupees 8,000 on credit from Aruma Limited. Clear. So you have to tell that. Clear. Basically which account is this present here and how the entry is to be represented. Clear. And how the entry is to be represented. Clear. So in this session, basically we have to discuss up to this much point. In the next session, basically we will continue from the same place. Clear. Basically we will continue basically from the same place. So thanks to all of you for attending this session, and I request to all of you, please go through this video at least 2 times so that you are able to remember all these points. Clear. So that you are able to remember all these points, and these points are very, very easy to understand. Just go through these points at least 2 times. So thanks to all of you for attending this session.